maybe she is trying to have children and they are not coming. Just don't ask the question. Don't. No. Hi lovelies! If it's your first time, my name is Popsann Francis. I'm the founder of Women Healing Together and the CEO of DP Wellness, and this is the channel where we deal with all things women, and I help women to achieve the 4 E's. So thank you so much for stopping by. If you like what you see, please consider checking out the other videos and subscribe to our channel. Let me know what you think about this video in the comments below, and please watch until the very end. Would really appreciate it. Also, share the video with another sister. I am absolutely positive that you know at least one lovely out there who will really appreciate this video. Today is Mother's Day. Here's a secret. Everybody watching this video has a mother. Woot, woot, woot. So I want to wish all the mothers a happy Mother's Day. A special happy Mother's Day to my wonderful mommy, Miss Jem. Love you, Mom. Without you, we could not be here, and we are so grateful that God has allowed you to bring us into this world. All those who did natural birth, those who took the epidural, those who had to do a C-section, those who adopted children, whether formally or not, we are so grateful that we have you, and all the good up bunononos mothers out there who are not just mothers biologically, but you show up and you show out for your children. Well, not biological or other. Listen, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Alrighty. So if you have been watching Women Healing Together or videos for a good while, then you know a little bit about my story. I've not gone in depth. In fact, I'm going to be going in depth sometime in the future on our family channel, the Francises. So please feel free to check that out. But I'll give you just a synopsis. I have experienced a miscarriage, right? I would say 2.5-ish. I really don't even know how to categorize one of them. But yeah, around this time last year, yes, around Mother's Day, around my anniversary, we were having a miscarriage. And I want to use this video to celebrate and to focus on those mothers who are not with children. They don't have a child, they don't have children. It could be that they had a chemical pregnancy where the birth did not go far enough to develop into a fetus, but at least the pregnancy test showed positive. Or even if the pregnancy test didn't show positive, we know that something happened in our bodies. I also want to dedicate this video to those mothers who have lost their child, whether they gave birth to that child or not. This video is for you, just to give you a voice, just to let you know that we are in this together, and to just spread awareness to those persons who have never had a miscarriage, or you don't know that you had a miscarriage, because it's actually more common than we think, and just to share some tips about how we can really support those mothers who are not mothers for a long time, but they were pregnant or thought they were pregnant. Let me share with you 7 tips that will make you more sensitive to women like us. All right, let's dig in. The first thing I want to say is it's Mother's Day today, and I know the day has almost ended because the video is coming out at 6, but listen to number 1. If you sent Happy Mother's Day to a woman who doesn't have children and she does not respond, don't take it personally. It is not about you. I have been there. Last year, I had to really grab myself to send a happy Mother's Day greeting to my own mother because I was in so much pain, right? That was when we started losing the baby. So if you send a Mother's Day greeting to someone and you're like, why haven't they responded? Don't take it personally. That person may still be grieving. That person may still be mourning. You may have sent it to someone who has never been pregnant. They don't know what it's like to have a miscarriage, but they're yearning for a child and they do not have the emotional bandwidth to respond to that message. So take it easy. Don't take it personally. Okay? Thank you. Number 2, if you actually send a happy Mother's Day message to a woman and she responds in a way, for example, she may say, I'm not a mother, why are you sending me this message? Or thanks, but I'm not a mom. Or she just plainly says, I'm not a mother. Do not see it as insensitive. Do not see it as her lashing out. Do not see it as her being ungrateful. She's just processing her feelings. She's trying to reconcile that vacuum that she has inside, wanting to have a child so much, and at the same time she sees it as such a sacred responsibility that she does not want to own it. It's kind of it's not a dichotomy at all. It is wanting to be a mom, but at the same time knowing you're not a mom. So it's not like you're lashing out. So please be patient and do not take it for insensitivity or ingratitude. We beg thee. Thank you for understanding. I believe that number 3 is very, very important. There are some women, and I have had friends who have done this on Mother's Day. They may put up a black image where you're not really seeing any picture. It's just this blackness. They may put up sad things on their social media platform. Please allow them to vent. Please do not text and say it's time to move on. If you know they have lost a child, or if you know they had a miscarriage, if you know their grief story, please, for heaven's sake, if you don't have anything to say, I would just be silent. I would just be silent. You could even message to say, I'm here for you, but we'll talk about that in another point. So if persons are venting and their social media status looks very gloomy and it looks very sad, it looks as if they're in mourning, if you don't have anything positive to say, don't say anything. Better yet, just give them the space to grieve and to mourn. I know that it is a wonderful day for you. Children are treating you, your spouse is treating you, and you feel absolutely amazing. I would say focus on that and the happiness that you are finding, and allow others to go through their process of grieving, even if it has been years. And even if you think the loss was not a significant loss, like a chemical pregnancy. Yeah. Oh my word. Can we talk about number 4? Do not ask her when she will have children. Do not say to her, do not text her, oh, it's Mother's Day, when are you going to have children? Please don't do it. Don't. I urge you, stop. As your hands are about to text and hit that keypad, stop. Freeze in midair. Step away with your hands in the air. Freeze, don't move. Go along your merry way. Do not. Mother's Day is not a day to ask a woman without children when she is having children. In fact, no day is the day to ask a woman when she's having children. You don't know her story. We don't know her story. Maybe she doesn't want children. That's a reality. Maybe she is trying to have children and they are not coming. Just don't ask the question. Don't. No. Number 5, hear me out. I want to talk to the mothers who have daughters who don't have children. I want to talk to mothers who have daughters who have experienced miscarriages. I want to talk to mothers who have daughters who are struggling with infertility. I want you to know that your daughter loves you, mommy. I want you to know that she's grateful that she has you as a mom. But I also want you to be aware that she may not have the emotional bandwidth to celebrate you today or to be excited. It does not mean that she does not love you. And even if she celebrates you today, she may not have that excitement that you are expecting. It's just that she is hurting, and Mother's Day reminds her of what she has lost, or it reminds her of what she is yearning so much to have but is not able to have it. Please be patient with your daughter. She loves you. She's just going through her own thing. Number 6 is a little bit, it's not cut to fit because everybody is different. So I'm going to say it, but at the same time, I want you to use emotional intelligence because you know your friends, you know your circle better than I do. All right. So number 6, I would say do not flood a woman who has no children, especially if she has experienced miscarriages or miscarriage, or she is experiencing she's having infertility issues. I would say, as a caution, do not flood her phone with Mother's Day messages. That's what I would say. Some persons, they may get Mother's Day messages and they think they're so cute, and they just like, what do you call it? It's like you just broadcast it if you're using WhatsApp, or you just mass send it to everybody, not paying attention that you're sending it to those who are not mothers. Again, if she does not respond, or if she responds by saying, I'm not a mother, why are you sending me this? Please do not see it as insensitivity, and do not proceed to preach to her or to counsel her to say, oh, you have not given birth to children, but you are still a mother in Zion, or you are still a mother because you care for other. Because the truth is, yes, you may care for other people's children and it may be wonderful, but for a woman who desires children, for a woman who desires a child, for a woman who has lost her child, nothing can compensate. It's not the same. And I'm not saying that mothers cannot love adopted children and other children wholeheartedly. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying be emotionally sensitive, because some persons may not appreciate those Mother's Day messages. Number 7, I would say, is a beautiful culmination of the points or the suggestions that I'm giving today. Again, I'm not a grief counselor. I'm not a psychologist. I'm just sharing with you from my experience and from the experience of other women whom I have known over the years and what they have expressed to me. Number 7, if you decide to check in on someone who has experienced loss of a child, the loss of a child, or someone who is experiencing infertility, even if you don't know if they have lost a child or if they have experienced infertility, but you know they are without children and you're checking in, please, when you check in, you don't have to give advice. You don't have to preach. Hello, somebody. Can somebody say amen? Amen. You don't have to give advice. You don't have to preach, and you don't have to play the role of counselor, because it can be a very lonely and sad time. So if you do check in, nothing is wrong with checking in. Again, you will know the person best. If you do check in, it is okay to say something like, hi, I'm just checking in on you today. I am here if you need me. That is all you need to say. Nothing else. Nothing else. No advice needed. Nothing like that. All right. If you know that the person has experienced loss, you may say to them, I can imagine that today may be a rough day for you, but I want you to know that I'm here if or when you need me. That is it. No advice. If this video has edified you in any way, if you believe that it will edify someone else, I want you to go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Also want to ask you to share this video with someone so that they can also be edified. Blessings to you. Happy Mother's Day. And for those women who have experienced loss, for those women who have struggled with infertility, I want to say to you that you are not alone. You are not alone. That's all I'm going to say. And I'm going to give you a big virtual hug so you know that we heal so much better when we heal together. May Jesus be your peace in the most sacred and the deepest and the rawest place of pain in your heart that no other human being can understand.